afternoon, Professor. We are the Group D, and we are going to talk about the housing investment analysis and strategy. Let's begin. Next, please. Vancouver has around 2.7 million people, considered the third largest city in Canada. Therefore, the population increases and allows the economy to grow, generating industry growth and attracting the interest of individuals and companies focused on the real estate investment. The average price rate of the Greater Vancouver area is 1.2 million by 2024. And it's also important to highlight that not all housing types are in high demand. This is due to external agents such as COVID-19 and the remote working that generates the customers to be interested in living in places with more space, resulting in the lead model within the real estate market. Also, I want to point that in March 2024, the average price 5-year fixed mortgage rate, for a property is approximately 5.35%. Experts predict a steady 5% overnight rate for most of 2024, with potential cost in the following 2 years. Vancouver benchmark price exhibits a 28 increase over 4 years, but it's 6.3 lower than the all-time high of 1.2 million in April 2022. Regarding the Vancouver home prices, with rising prices across the Greater Vancouver area, this city is becoming even more affordable for the first time without existing equity. Consider that the median household income is 81,000 and the average home price is 1.1 million. This means that the average home price is 14 times larger than the median household income. This is regarding that the disparity between the median income and the house prices in Vancouver. You will need a down payment of at least 235,000 to purchase an average price home. Next, please. Thank you. The historical mortgage rate for 5 years. Well, according to the graph, the mortgage rates interest fluctuated between 4 and 7%, resulting in an average of 5.33% due to the constant change in inflation and a downward trend since the COVID pandemic situation. This significantly affects the consumers since real estate interest directly affects the cost of home ownership and represents up to 4% of the customer price index in British Columbia. The interest rates can also affect future debts, and new investors should evaluate previous information and forecasts to enhance their decision-making process. Regarding the next, please. Regarding the forecast, the mortgage variable rate forecast in 2024 and 2029, according to comments of the real estate expert, the predicted result is a downward trend in the interest rates in the following 5 years, basically due to the effect of inflation and recession. It is predicted that the drop in rates in the sector will be shown between April and June, and the inflationary effect is considered one of the hardest significantly affected the real estate industry. In the factors that will affect this industry, we have market risk with disposed variability and imbalance between supply and demand. We have growth in the service providers. Given the high demand in the market, it's expected to attract new companies and new customers. The price volatility influenced by demand from potential buyers and their final accesses contributed to price fluctuations and the forecast challenges regarding the uncertainty of the industry. Next, please. And now my colleague Rosie will talk about the factors.
Hi, thank you so much, Adrian. And now we move to the next part, which is about factors that impact the housing market. Well, the first one is quite obvious about like population growth. Well, population influx drives demand, raising property prices. And the second factor is employment rates. While during the good time, high employment fuels demand and prices, while on the contrary, while unemployment can lead to a slump. And third one would be economic stability. While steady growth boosts buyers' confidence and affects positively demand and pricing. However, for the interest rates, while rising rates can hinder market growth by increasing mortgage stress. Next one, please. Okay, and then let's move to talking about opportunities into economic downturns. Well, there are many opportunities of this, and the first one would be diversification. Well, urban areas may withstand recession better due to diverse economies and demand dynamics, while locations with high demand may resist severe price drops during downturns. Well, employment stability, well, it's obvious we can see that low unemployment areas may maintain property values and about past performance. But resilience to previous downturns indicates future potential, and as well as the government interventions, they can serve as a great opportunity, while stimulus packages can impact market resistance. Okay, next one, please. And then let's move to the types of properties. Basically, there are three types of those properties. And the first one is single family house. Well, talking about the pros, well, it's completely ownership and control over the property with more space and privacies and no extra monthly fees. And more important pro is that the potential increase in property value over time compared to other types of properties. And also it comes with its cons, the side effects, because it's more expensive, it has more property tax rates and more expensive insurance. Okay, talking about the other tab, which is the second one, multiple family home. Well, it comes with the advantages of economically viable and lower cost of maintenance and repair. However, it also comes those disadvantages, such as more responsibilities, and people have to be responsible for paying exterior insurance. And the last tab and most prevalent ones should be the condos or apartments. Well, the pros can be extremely straightforward and sorry, the last one, please. Okay, so the increased security and shared responsibility in terms of maintenance and repair, and also non-payment of insurance for exteriors and more affordable. However, we cannot deny its disadvantages, which are like less freedom and privacy, and fees to keep the common area could be high and not that affordable. Next one, please. Okay, so then we can just give some recommendations for the location. After we have adopted investment strategy, we can come to the conclusions for these winners based on the housing price and market growth, and all the green species are our winners. Okay, so for example, to put it simply, so if people want to invest in simple single family houses, we would recommend them to invest in not one area with the potential and growth like this. And if there are opt to choose something like multiple family homes, we recommend them to choose Vancouver because that's the best place for them to invest for those multiple family houses. And for condos and apartments, we suggest them to choose Coquitlam as the growth compared to other places. So let's move to the next part. Next one, please. Thank you. Okay, so our part is about investment recommendations and mortgage strategy. As for investment, we just give the recommendations that people can, or just investors can consider a long-term benefit against market risks. In this case, we suggest that maybe 10-year period would be the best option we can have for those investors. As for the mortgage strategy, we just suggest that maybe they can choose something like a fixed mortgage rate about 5% for potential savings, and also they need to take into considerations about their investment goals and their risk tolerance levels. And next one, please. So basically, that's all of our parts. Thank you so much for listening. That's it.